It's raining tacos out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why.
Hello and welcome to Taco Bout It Tuesday. I'm Corey.
I'm Jeff.
We're the Sanders team, and today we have two lovely people from Delaware Valley Mortgage. We have Christian and Lisa. Hello. And we're going to talk a little bit about some seasonal issues that could pop up if you're thinking about buying a house in 2023, dealing with Christmas. So our first question of the day is, what are some big myths when it comes to credit, and how does that affect your ability to buy a house?
Yeah, absolutely. First, thank you for having us on here, Sanders team.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So, kind of briefly want to go over, I like to say it's going to be top level, not deep, but one of the biggest things that in this holiday season we're deep into it, Christmas so many days away, is the credit utilization. So 65% of your credit score is going to be a combination of credit utilization and then payments on time. And so what I mean by credit utilization is if you have a credit card balance of $1,000, how much do you have on? And you really want to try to keep that threshold below 30%. If you can go lower, that's the best thing. But anything above that's going to start eating at your score. And the question I get from a lot of clients is that a combination of the credit cards that I have or one? And what they're asking is, should I do a debt consolidation and put them on one card, or does it matter individually? And the answer is that it's really all the same. So if you have 4 cards and you combine them into one, it still comes down to what percent do you have on that card that needs to be paid off. So probably the best thing to do is really work on your best to try not to rack that up. Use a card, zero that out every month. You do not need a balance for that to help your score. And try not to let that creep up, because credit card rates are
it's Christmas time. I've got to get my kids presents.
Yep.
You're telling me not to spend too much money. Tell that to my kids.
Tell them college. No.
So if you find yourself in a place where you have racked up a lot of credit debt from the Christmas time, what do you do?
Yeah. So
what should you not do?
What should you? Well, so
more importantly,
don't miss the payment. Right?
Yeah. Right.
And then the biggest is really create a strategy, a budget to start eating that down. And I know it's easier said than done, but it's got to be paid down. And the longer it's on there, it's going to hurt. When you get to the point that it is zeroed out, the worst thing you can do is cut that card, get rid of that card. Yes.
Yeah.
So
don't close.
Don't close the card, and try to avoid opening up a new card.
Real estate. We're all about closing.
That's right.
So is it better to keep the card open with a zero balance, or should you keep something active on it?
That's a great question. So another thing that's going to impact is what's activity. So zero balance is great, but maybe use one for gas or one for food and zero it out that month. So it's seeing that history and that's building up, and that's really going to boost your score. What you just talked about is not only don't close, but if you can avoid, I know there's special sales, 25-30% off, and you go get that card and you're thinking, hey, I'm going to open this up and then zero out next week, that will impact your score, because it's history, length of history that you have. So you have a credit card that you've had since, who knows, 5-10 years, and you go open up a new card, that's a zero-term history, and then you zero it out, that negatively hurts you. And it is frustrating, but something to be aware of. So like you mentioned, hey, you need the gift, I get it. Take advantage of those savings, but then the plan should be is you're going to use this card wisely down the road. Don't go too high on that. Don't max it out, and then work towards that zero balance, and that's going to be the best thing for you.
All right. Any other questions for you?
I mean, New Year 2023. I spent too much on credit cards. Am I still going to be able to get a mortgage in 2023?
Absolutely.
Rates, are they going to stay up, come down?
That's a phenomenal question. My joke's always, if I knew that answer and had a crystal ball, I'd own an island right now.
That's true.
And so, but realistically, if you watch what's been going on, and many have, we just had 2 back-to-back months where inflationary index kind of subtracted, so that's great. We've had 5 months that we've been off the peak of 9.1%. So there is a big belief that we are kind of peaking at least the craziness. The Fed did announce that they want to do some more hikes. They need to do that to keep from all of their work bouncing away. And I think the target, what they're really trying to do is manage these rates, manage inflation, and they're aiming for what's called a soft landing. Hey, we're heading towards a recession, whether it's going quick or low, but it's always a great time. I always like the line, you never will outsave the real estate market. And so date the rate, marry the home.
That's right.
And that should
Said
be that
that
mindset.
before.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good
The
quote.
most popular quote around these days. Well, we thank you so much for coming out and sharing some of these tips. We will link their website on this video below so you can reach out and ask more questions and they'll take care of you.
With the holiday season, thank you so much
Yes.
for your salsa from the garden,
Yep.
from the fields.
We're gonna try it right now.
PA, and no better to try it out with some tacos. So
Awesome.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Thanks
Merry
for
Christmas
joining
to all
us.
of you guys.
And that's Taco Bout Tuesday with the Sanders team.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Merry
Thanks.
Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.